How's it going, everyone? I hope you're having a nice day. I know it's been a while since I last uploaded. Tonight, I want to show you my evening routine on feeding cattle and feeding my show pigs. So the first thing I need to do is get this John Deere 7800 out of the way to get to the loader tractor I used to feed hay. It's the TV 145 New Holland. You probably saw it in the first video. And if you haven't seen my first video where I hauled manure and ran over a basketball, please go check that out. Alright, the deer's now moved out of the way. Now time to get in the TV 145. And just like that, she fires up. Alright, now that I have the bale moved to sit on the ground, I'm going to go ahead and cut the net wrapping off. This is what we call net wrapping right here. It's just this plastic wrap that wraps around the bale and keeps the hay from falling apart. I'm going to cut it, and I'm going to be putting it in that feeder right there. Now usually when I cut a bale open, as soon as I pick it up, the bottom usually likes to fall on the ground. Well, as you probably saw, the bottom of the bale came up on me again. I'm gonna have to pitchfork some of it in the bucket, but some of it, since it was sitting on the bottom of the ground, I'm gonna have to get the bobcat over here and I'll just scrape it up into my pile. Now, as you see, I haven't gotten stone down here yet, and we've had quite a few thawings and freezings in between, and it's allowed more mud to come up, so I'm going to have to scrape this whole barn lot again. If I get time, hopefully I can do it next week. In case you were wondering what kind of hay that was oat hay. That's about 5% protein. Tomorrow I'll come and give them another bale of soybean haylage. It's about 22% protein. The reason why I give them both bales is to balance the protein level out, because 5% protein's too low and 22% protein's too high. But I have the oat hay I need to feed up, and I have that soybean haylage that needs fed up. So by feeding them both, it helps balance the protein out to the right levels of protein they need. So one of the first things I do when I come out to feed here at the hay barn, which is the barn I usually start at first, is I get the garden hose out and start filling up their water tank, because it takes the longest. So now that I have the water going, I'm going to go through and I'm going to feed these calves. They'll get 8 buckets of cracked corn, and then I mix some soybean fines from a bean meal plant. This is what it looks like right here. That's a little over 22% protein, and the reason why I give them a little bit of them soybean fines is so they have a bit of a higher protein in their feed. The reason why I'm concerned about protein levels is because a few years ago, when I first got started in the cows, I had a bad experience with feeding too low of protein with my cow herd. When cows don't have enough protein, they tend to eat a lot more mineral and they eat a lot more hay. And when they eat extra mineral and hay that's unneeded, that costs more to my pocketbook. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to give the calves here a little bit of grass hay that I have sitting over here. Now this grass hay's got a little bit of a foxtail in it, which is why I'm having a little trouble selling it. Cows will eat foxtail and goats will as well, but the horses and sheep, they don't like it. Before I feed the hay, I'm going to shut the water off. The tank's overflowing. So what I like to do when I'm done watering the calves is I like to drain the garden hose out just in case it freezes, and the hose doesn't freeze up on me the next time I use it. All right, I'm about to feed the bull. In the bucket right here, I went ahead and mixed up his ration, and it's basically the same thing as the calves. It's just some cracked corn with some of that soybean fines mixed in there. So I'm now over here at the red barn. The first thing I do is check the water tank, and there's enough water in there. There's only 5 calves in this lot. If I had more, I would fill it tonight, but 5 calves, they just don't drink much. So these calves will get about 4 buckets of corn which will equivalent to about 100 pounds of grain. So 20 pounds a head. And they'll also get a little bit of this grass hay that I was showing you guys earlier. They don't need as much protein as the other cows do across the road. They are finishers and they're just about ready for market. So the last thing I do is I feed the show pigs. There's 3 right now. There's 2 more coming. As you can tell there, they still need to learn how to share. I'll eventually, here in a few weeks, separate them into their own individual pens. I'm hoping that this whole coronavirus madness will go away here shortly so I can show them. But the way it's looking at right now is I might not be able to show them to as many shows as I want to. I'm going to end it right there. I hope you found it entertaining and interesting on what I do in the evenings to feed. I'm going to go inside and enjoy some birthday pancakes. It's my sister's birthday. And if you liked the video, please like and comment down below and share it on social media. Thanks. Bye.